is up, everyone? And this is going to be my Warwick jungle video, and I'm going to go into detail about how how to play Warwick jungle and how I think you should be playing him. I think he's extremely good after the buffs. If you're in low, whatever division you are in, Warwick jungle can be a great pick for you. And for starters, we're always going to start a red buff or blue, depending on what we're trying to accomplish, right? Well, you want to start solo buff, you're always going to start Q. You can start W as well, but ideally Q is just faster unless you plan on insta smiting. But like you can see, the Q is really effective because it got buffed, right? And once we get the W ability, we're going to have the extra attack speed when things get below health. And generally when like for this champion, you just have to realize his kit really activates only when people are below half. So when things get below half, your passive starts to heal you, start to attack faster. Like this, it's below half. Now we start attacking much quicker, and even quicker when it gets below 25%. So this is just like the important concepts of understanding this champion. He doesn't have high depth, but he has a lot of hidden mechanics, so you have to understand if you want to play this champion well. So here it doesn't really matter. I should have maybe queued the big one, but I just want to get the jungle camp in my radius here. But we see once it gets slow, you just like start beating it really fast. And once people get low, below half, you can see the blood scent trail start to activate. So this is like what we use to speed up and to catch people. So here we have a scent, and this is a very important one because it looks like Thane is low. But I'm not going to do much off it. I'm going to get my E, and I'm just going to play for the blue buff. So the way the scent works, anytime you're going in the direction of the scent, it's going to speed you up, right? So you see the trail, like if I'm following the trail, I'll get movement speed. And that's just about it. But if I go off the trail, like if I go opposite direction of it, then I'm not going to get that movement speed, and that's quite literally all the mechanics. And then when you use your Q, you have the two Q functions, and powered Q is when you hold it down, it lunges, and you can follow people who teleport. So here we always want to track the trail to see like what's happening here. And instead of playing for a full clear before crab, our clear not so quick, so we're going to play for a crab and then the rest of the map afterwards. So here we're just going to get level 4 off crab. You do 3 points into W, into Q max after is what I like. So here I'm level 4. I have the options ready on the map. She's a hard one to gank, but she's half health, so you can maybe try here. Just a little tap, you know, a little love tap is what I like to say. Here we can potentially find the Poppy up here. And you can see we have the trail activated, and I think Poppy might be here too, so we're going to follow it a bit. You can see where he's backing is right there. So if he's low, we can easily dive on the trail. The tentacle actually hit me. But that's like the possibility you can do is like really follow your nose. Like follow your nose, you are a dog. And here I'm going to rush team out just to speed up my overall clear speed. This is a basic idea of like how you want to play him. You really got to follow the trails. You can activate W for the effects, but there's no reason to activate it if someone is already in the below HP. But if someone's full health, you can activate it before, and then you'll get the movement speed as if you have the buff, right? So that's important too. So here you can see, I think next season he'll actually be pretty good with the Titanic being returned to a really good rush item. I think Titanic Rush Warwick will be really good in the future. Here we don't really need to E as much for damage reduction when we're farming, right? We have a lot of sustain on our kid. So I don't really waste as much, right? I'm mostly just farming. And here again, we're going to follow our nose. They're really low bot side. Instead of doing wolves, I want to back up my team, right? Like I think the conditions are so bad for the enemy team that I could just sort of like walk in and take over. Here I'm going to check raptors are up. Okay. And what I think is diveable, but also think we could just easily fight here too. I think Poppy's over here. Just going to trim him a bit. I E to damage reduction here. I accidentally put an extra point in my Q, but it's okay. You generally do 3 points W into Q max second. But I mean, when people are low, if they try to fight you, it's like a losing fight. Like, you don't take a fight against Warwick if you're below half, especially if you're below 25%, because I start to heal. And you heal more and more by your passive. And your passive is very overtuned. When below hope, very overtuned. Then I get literally 80% attack speed. Alright, yeah, it's like a very, it's a losing fight, right? Like, you do not want to. And your autos heal a lot too when you get low. So while they're low and you're low, you're winning. That's why Warwick top is such an annoying champion to play against. There I could have smited twice. Potentially. I wanted to. Because I had 2 smite charges, but I just felt like I didn't necessarily need to. I wouldn't say Warwick's the best ganker though. I think you shouldn't really play Warwick with the mindset of over ganking. Like, you should still play to farm. And this is like a farm angle, I would say. I think the best time to gank is when people generally are just getting low. Like, I don't want to gank a full health target right now. I think when people start to get really low is where I want to, okay, I can use the trail. And if I'm not really finding any good trails to follow, I'm just going to keep farming. And if I really want to gank, I'll just activate my W. But here I'm 6 and your R is really easy to miss. So you don't really want to use it at the beginning. You usually want to save it for like afterwards. You see people are starting to get lower. This trail is actually going for bot side here. Follow your nose, my boy. Follow your nose. You see, they're getting low. That's way too far for me. And also, Alawi's a dangerous champion to kill. Or to gank. This is me mostly just playing for Herald coming up. And I'm just kind of using that as my mindset. Alex bot side. That's even better for us if we're trying to do Herald. You see that attack speed. So I just want to check crab timer. If I hit that, it's kind of obvious where I am. Crab is up. But you can... Warwick is so small. You could sneak in from the other side. This side you can sneak in, you see? But if you sneak in from this side, it doesn't actually see you, see? I'm not being shown. That side you can never sneak in. I'm gonna ward over just to see Alawi move, because if Alawi moves, then maybe I have to be careful. But I see Poppy bot, right? So we see Poppy, which is important. Echo dies, but it's okay. We're playing for Herald. And when Herald gets low, the same thing. Your passive activates very high auto attack damage. But you are a bit of a power farming, like... Power farming champion. You see how much experience you got? It's 3 points into W. Now we're gonna Q max. We're gonna steal jungle camps while we're here. Warwick, if they're like trying to like kill, like people coming onto you, is really good for Warwick because you can bait out so much with your E damage, your healing. But if you're chasing people down, it can always be tricky. You see how this trail is showing from base? That means Poppy's on the way. So I have to be careful of that. And I also don't like ganking this champion. Damn. I'm just gonna flash. My E damage reduction is still going off, so we're chilling. Listen, Alawi, ganking Alawi. Fight is on. You can always Q on minions to heal up. Ganking Alawi is like ganking God. Some mystery about how well it can go. Run Mundo. You sack of little pebbles. There's no reason for you to try to go for that wave. So here I'm just gonna keep farming. I'm gonna get my top side. But it's all trail game. And I don't think mechanics... There I hold Q down because if someone flashes, you're gonna follow them. If someone dashes, you follow them. So if I feel like the Kai could like get away, I use in powered like Q. But if I do... The fast Q is quicker, right? So you see the benefit. If I fast Q, then... Yeah, it's just better. So I mean, damage-wise, Blade is essential. I mean, Titanic Rush... Just like screaming me in the face right there. But we're just gonna go for the blade first. And blade is essential item. We're gonna go the tanky build. Blade into Divine Sunder, into Titanic. It's more of a tankier build. Blade is good if you're against more melees. You're gonna get a lot of auto benefits from it. In this game, I think I could build it. Next season, though, I think Titanic Rush is really good. I'm gonna 100% rush Titanic, but I don't even know how much I like Warwick. Bro, he's okay, though. Like, I think he's actually kind of good right now with the clear. Like, I really notice a clear difference. He's a pretty quick clearer. So I think he's okay. I don't hate him. But I just don't know how serious I can play this champion. We're winning bot, right? So this is warded. That's a bit of a problem. When you're winning balling, you want to continue winning bot. But you can kind of see how slow you become if your trail is not activated, right? Like, if people aren't low, if people aren't fighting, you're not getting good benefit. But once people start to drop below half, it's really good for you. Oh, I'm so dead. We got the dragon at least, though. R. Echo R backwards. I would have done it. Oh, dude, I'm so close. I'm gonna wait for my blade. I mean, that was okay. I probably should have got out there. I wasn't expecting the Vayne on the left side. Braum tags me, and then my feet. It's like I've been on a hunter trap. Like I'm gone. I cannot move. Like a rabid dog just caught in chains, bro. Just want to keep you down. They want to keep the dog down. They don't believe in you. But once I have this item, it's kind of like night and day, because your R applies it how many times? 3 times over the duration. Also, your R scales off movement speed, so the faster you are, the more like range you have on it. And you can always see the radius on it when it's not on cooldown. My blade is just really broken on him. But you can see how I become a squishy champion. So, give and take, right? You're giving some tankiness, durability for more damage, which is fine. I think more damage is usually what you want to go for when you're trying to carry. Like, the trick to carrying is, like, you have to itemize as greedy as you can. Like, if you're the one carrying, like, you just have to itemize the correct damage items. Because if you don't, then you just fall behind. Here I'm gonna W. I think maybe I'm gonna get her. Oh shit. I should have held my Q there. I should have held my Q. I was hoping we were gonna get her. I think at the end of my R, I could have got like one more auto off. She was so low. The flash Q was just so sad. So sad. No, I'm gonna go Sunder this game. We can go into our tier boots like Merchrez, Tabbies. This game, it's kind of like a Merchrez game, I think. Have a lot of crowd control. Have a lot of crowd control. The hunt's on. I could chase this Vayne down. I think my champion is designed well to get her. I just have to activate my blood sand here. He will try to condemn me, but I can use my... I mean, it wasn't even close. I can use my superior mechanics to overpower the Vayne player. My superior right-clicky mechanics. You see the way I right-click right there? That's beauty. You should strive for your, like, the ability. I mean, that's why I say Warwick is actually one of those dumbass champs where you just right-click people down. Try not to be, like, if you don't feel comfortable with, like, your kiting, your spacing, just right-click. It's okay. Though it's not good for you to grow as a player, I will say. But I think it's fine. Oh, you done now? Oh no, he's got backup. Cheese it! So your R is a good escape ability. I dare I say it's even a better escape ability than an engage ability. It's like Yone arm. You can always use it to run. That situation, like, I'm a good 1v1 champ. The weaknesses of Warwick is he's not a good, like, 1v2 until later. Or he's not, like, a good multi-fight champion. Everything I have is very single target based. Everything I do is just single target based. So you have to think of your champion, like, what does he excel at? Very much isolating one target. Being very annoying too. Here, this is like a farm phase. Like, I'm just farming one. Like, you see my CS, like, I'm farming pretty well. You strive to have good CS, but also good KP. Like, the best player, the best jungler is the one who has good CS, but also good KP. That's what you should strive for. If you have good CS, no KP, then you really haven't been doing anything. But it's just understanding how to keep your farm cycle not turn into garbage. See how fast I am, right? We can see her trail. Potentially could flash over there, but she's looking like she's coming back. She wants to tango. So here we can go for this. I'm gonna Q here, there. I mean, she just got outplayed. Here I'm gonna stay in the brush and do the blue and just see situation. When my R is up, we can 100% kill this Vayne very quickly. But until my R is up, I'm gonna have to like take multi-trades on her. We're gonna have to go on her twice. Could R her here. Going. I mean, R is also a gap close, right? It's like, even though I didn't hit it, I got close enough where I could take care of business there. And we are playing for dragons, like I mean, you just want to play for objectives. Counter jungling is actually not that bad too. But my team, I killed 2 people. I think they can take the objective. I have TMS, so I can always take waves like this too. It's not bad to accelerate yourself like this. Earlier, it's not as ideal, but over time, it gets very, very effective to take farm like that. It's part of winning if you really want to win. To get better at that. Titanic here is good, and then I'm gonna go into like Divine Sunder as my mythic. You could go Jack Show too, but honestly, I kind of like the. I like the Sunder. If you're feeling spicy, like you're eventually going, like you can easily destroy people. I feel like the Jack Show doesn't really add. Like I'd rather heal more than just be a bit tankier. Like my champ, I'm never gonna be really that tanky. I just rely on. You're pretty much out healing people is what's happening. Especially with your passive, like look how much it's gonna heal. 50 in auto. Very important. I could go for the Laoi here, but I have PTSD, so I'm just gonna keep farming. You end up maxing W second, and then your E max is third. I just don't like E max second because I think it's kind of unvaluable. Here, my team wants to fight, but there isn't really that much to fight for, right? Like, in a real, like, we have already got, like, most of the towers. They're just gonna, like, post up on them. But for me, like, if I really... I don't like wasting time on something that isn't gonna be, like, a potential fight for us. But here, I can just get a guaranteed fight after. But you see how I smited, and it actually, when you deal and take damage, your movement speed bonus actually goes away. So you don't want to smite that early. This guy's not understanding the situation he's in. Close enough. I should have queued him once before I went for an R. But there's a lot of like back and forth moving when you play this champion. And then it's ideal if you get to fight with like standing your ground is like ideal for you to fight like that. Okay, we can do Baron. We can solo Baron too. If needed, we can 100% solo Baron. It would take a while, but the second I get below half, my autos, they start to really kick in. It's actually more important to get this below half. You'll never die to Baron because of your passive healing. If I can get this below half, and then we're gonna start to heal a lot. Okay, maybe now I fucked up there. No, no, no. I know what I'm doing here. I'm a professional. Leave me alone. We're about to get the extra attack speed now. Oh, so close yet so far. I wish I could have gave Baron that shutdown. Dude, Baron hurts, man. Which Baron is this? 7,000 damage to me, bro. I only have 2k health. He killed me 4 times. If I got it to half, I would have got my attack speed bonus. And then I would have been good to go. Because then my autos would have been like 10 times faster and I would have been perma healing. But it is what it is. Listen, I do the correct call. If my team doesn't follow up, that's just on them. And also I should have pinged them a bit harder. And how am I worth 1,000? Pesos, bro. Here, if we're not trolling, we do really need to just play around our team a bit more. Here, if they want to fight mid, I don't think it's bad to fight mid. So I just want to do my red, so I have the movement speed item, and then we can fight. I'm not much of an engage. I'm not a great engage champion. I'm just a good controller, and by that I mean like I control areas very well. If I have to like run at them and start the fight, I don't think that's good. Damn, man, if I had follow-up there, we actually could have killed them. Alright, this game's getting dicey. I'm gonna be honest, it's getting really dicey. The vein is starting to get accelerated. We have Dragon Soul. Maybe we should play for Dragon Soul. I personally thought we just have to one-shot the Lowy there. I don't know what the Caitlyn was doing. She got red and she went mid-wave. Things happen though. Problems do occur. You do have to be flexible about what goes on. You do have to have an open mind to mistakes. Mistakes, they do happen. Be open-minded. We don't have TP. But I can sense once I get there. So I'm going to use it for the movement speed bonus here. Just so I can see the HP of the pit. Well, they haven't started it. That's a Kali though. I just want to get away from a Lowy E where that actually hits me. Oh, dude, ice form, ice form. It's looking grim, guys. Oh, not bad. It's looking dicey. It's looking dicey. Spending a minute on Baron might have been a problem. It might have been a problem, but I do need my Sunder, and also they're just like, look at my damage, man. Showing tabbies. You never learn. He never learns. But there was no need not to be on Baron there. If 4 people show bot, your team doesn't need to run all the way bot. The ideal situation is for you to just play for Baron. I think Poppy was around here, but just want to see pass. Oh, sure, shield was still up. I don't think fighting's good grouped up. I think I should just, like, if you're winning, if you're in like hard games, sometimes just divining them can be good. Like a lot of dumb people, what they do is they just go mid randomly. Like a lot of people don't play around sideways all that often. They just go like mid. They like do stupid things, especially when they get Baron. They think, oh my god, let's go mid. They don't even know how to push. They end up trolling pretty hard. So here I just like go bot and I'd create a distraction almost to like for them to force like someone to come here. If they don't come here, I can just play for tower too. It's better if they don't come, right? Like I'm happy about what's happening. I think it's really good for us. We're in the harder situation. Now they're gonna react. Since they have Baron, now their backs start to split up, which is good for us. And I can flank on potentially whoever is here. But they have to go in. But this is just like macro winning you the game instead of just relying on mechanics. I'm just attacking whoever's closer. Not really going in. Now I am. But I'm pretty much playing around melee range. Yeah, you just attack whoever's close. Warwick's not one of those champs that can actually go really deep at all. You just want to go on whoever's close. I have no mana for Q there, but it's okay. But you can see, like, I was able to kind of play off that condition. Like, they were in a winning position, but you see how I divided them. I created a distraction, but also something really good for me because I'm getting solo farm, which is giving me so much experience in gold. And I'm just really getting good benefits. And then enemy team freaks out and their bases start to, like, this is what happens. The Baron recalls start to kind of go off. Some people don't get it. And then you can kind of collapse and kill the people who are stragglers. That's like a high level play. I think it's a good mindset to have, especially like whatever lower rank you are. Just think about how you can divide them, split them up. My champion is actually very good in silo. I think it's only good if your champion can push the wave though. Since I have Titanic, I'm able to push the wave really quick, right? So I'm like you need Tiamat to push the wave, or AoE abilities like Hecarim could probably push quick. But you don't want to be like a really slow pushing champion trying to do that. But also you don't want to be a really weak champion. Not like an Ivern. Like an Ivern wouldn't be doing that. Here, I mean, Baron's coming up, but Dragon as well. Personally, I think we just play for Dragon. I want the blue Pokemon, so we do have that here. I think they all go bot here and we can maybe Baron. Just want to get some deep vision. I'm pinking here because I think more likely they're going to do something bad. Or I mean, I think they're going to ward over the wall there. There I'm trying to kill really quickly, and now I just play around my cooldowns. Just one shot, right? You see how I teleported there? That's the interaction. Because I held Q down, I was able to get that TP. I guess we could end through mid. But let's get the Baron just to be safe. I don't trust these guys. You see how you teleport? You can follow anyone who flashes or dashes in the Q animation because you hold it down. This is like your only way, but you can see when you hold it down, you don't really get to auto that often. Here, I don't want the Echo to tank anymore, so I'm going to go behind it. Whoever's behind the Baron automatically gets 100% aggro. So if you don't want someone else to tank, you go behind the Baron, and it gives you... You pretty much get 100% aggro on it, which aggro means like you're taunted. Yeah. You taunted. I think we should have just all ran for the Dragon Soul, guys. Yeah, it's not happening. I do have the extra healing from my my passive now. No, from the Divine Sunder, which is really nice. If Braum is in here, we can kill. Oh my god, I got obliterated there. I just want him to kill the populace. I'm good. Jungle for jungle. That's what I always say, a jungle for a jungler. Vayne, I'll never be able to tank Vayne damage. At this point I need armor and MR, so I'm gonna go for a gargoyle. Just so I can have a shield, maybe save me from getting bursted. Because we have a lot of like, we have a lot of HP items, but we don't really have an armor and MR item. What? Here we're gonna go down mid. We're kind of sieging them, so I'm just gonna. You get the move speed anywhere on the map, which is really good. Sweet home Alabama. You see how fast my R range is? Oh, they're getting baned. Blood. Might be okay. I'm just gonna push this wave in while I'm going. Bro, did Braum really have R that whole fight? So sad. I should have just not R'd her so fast. Difficult. Man, your R is, you know, dude, Warwick R is just terrible because it doesn't make you, like, I'm standing in front of him, ulting, taking damage, and also being able to get CC'd. If they made his ulti unstoppable, I think, like, it should just be unstoppable. Like, it's an ultimate ability. I shouldn't be able to get interrupted in my R. Makes absolutely no sense. I think this is like a huge factor on why, like, I think this champion just will never be good high-low. Your R is just unreliable. My flash sphere is good, but then I can't have that guaranteed R. Like, they should be forced to go QSS if they wanna fight. Like, if you want to get out of my R. That's the problem with Riot's design. They don't think about this stuff. Warwick's just not on the radar right now. Bro, just, you got life? Just R up, baby. I'm sure Caitlyn R would actually one-shot her. Damn, you see how much you get kited too? I can't move. I cannot even move. I'm stuck my toes, bro. I'm literally getting just 1 CC and I'm unable to move anymore. My R in Vayne, I wish I just had a bit of follow-up on it. Dragon Soul, guys. 3rd time's the charm, I believe. My R does a lot of damage, you can see. It's good on melee too, because I have my blade. By ulti allow, you can try to burst her down. So what really sucks is if I don't have dragon, like gargoyle. For this fight, I really want gargoyle. I might just back right away and go for it. I don't even have my jungle. Yeah, I might not be able to back. I don't know why Senna's flanking here. Damn, bro. It's not looking good. I think they're scaling. If they're grouped up like that, yeah, Mundo, bro, you're gonna get melted. That's not the fight we want. We might have to divide and conquer again. Problem is, I don't know if I'm gonna win. They have so much heal cut. If I try to side lane. But I think it will make a big difference to have what I have, my gargoyle. It may not seem like a lot, but I really need to just be able to survive a bit longer. Alright, Baron's gone. Bum, bum, bum. Unless I can probably stall their bases too. Well, they're actually kind of screwed. Bro, I interrupted him there and it didn't actually go off. Divide and conquer! Divide and conquer them! That smite should have stopped the recall. You all saw it. But that was good. That divide, dude. You see how people do not know how to react to random situations happening. They panic. I might go stopwatch later. I mean, it's pretty much a free burn. I'm saving my smite, right? Even though I don't hit a Kali with my R, my AoE damage is very high. Very high. I feel like Vayne is gonna walk this way. Maybe I delete her. Or I get deleted. One or the other. I think I'm gonna go Frozen Heart here. The build path's pretty weird, but I think Vayne's a problem. Randuin's not gonna help me. Frozen Heart will reduce Vayne attack speed, which in return will reduce damage. So that's like my only hope. It's my only hope. Damn, my Q hurts. We just need Caitlyn to actually group up and like play the game. Play the map really. Thing is, I don't have like ways to dash or do anything crazy. I don't have good ways. Guys, let's push with Baron. Do not let her clear this whole wave. Everyone wants to buy. Everyone's got something to do, but here it's just better to split them. No matter what happens, we just have to keep autoing the towers. Get the inhib. Mundo's dead. There's no hope for him. He's a goner. I got my fear off, so that's pretty good. I can join the fight again. I still have R, so I can get on Vayne here. Oh, dude, that R. Like from a mile away. I've Gargoyle red. End the game! Alright, hope you guys liked that video. That's Warwick Jungle. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck in your games.